Hey guys, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a different video than I've ever done before, but I'm going to be going through my empties, aka like my beauty trash, to kind of show you things I've used up, what I would recommend purchasing, kind of my final thoughts. These are some of my favorite videos to watch because I think you can really get a feel for what a product is like if someone uses it up and then talks about it. So let's jump into my empties. So not all of this is beauty related. Some of it is just kind of lifestyle related that I wanted to mention. So I'll start with one of my lifestyle items, which is a liquid IV box. This one is the lemon lime flavor that I finished up. This one is not my favorite flavor, but I mean, it's certainly good. I know for a lot of people, this is their favorite flavor, but if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I love liquid IV. I think it's great for after workouts. Totally would be great if you're drinking or hungover. I like it on days when I have migraines because it helps keep me extra hydrated. And honestly, I just like the taste of it, and I probably don't drink enough water during the day. So my favorite flavors are watermelon and strawberry right now, but the lemon lime was pretty good. Next up, I used up a container of the Ollie women's multivitamins. These are just the gummy vitamins that I take every day. They work well for me. I buy the bigger containers, so it lasts me a few months. You take 2 a day and there's 130 in here, so roughly 2 months. They're in the Blissful Berry flavor. They're just vitamins. I mean, I already am using another container of them, so they work well for me. All right, the rest of the products I have in here are definitely beauty related. So starting off, this is a simple micellar water that I used up. This is my favorite micellar water. I wish it came in a bigger bottle because I use it every morning to clean off my face after, sleeping, so I can wipe off all my nighttime skincare before I put on my sunscreen and stuff. But I really like it. It has a little squeezy thing, so it doesn't really get everywhere. You don't have to worry about pouring it, so you don't waste too much of it, but it's really gentle. It gets my skin clean and it doesn't leave any weird residue on it. Next, I have this Olay body wash. This is the purifying one in the birch water and lavender scent. It was just okay. I mean, it was a body wash. I like the Olay body washes in general. I'm about to be trying out a different line from them, so I'll let you know if I like that one better. But I mean, this is good. I didn't love the scent of it, but it doesn't dry out my skin. I feel clean after I use it, and that's all I really look for in a body wash. Next up, I have the OGX Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco shampoo and conditioner. These are the jumbo size. These were good at the time that I was using them, but I don't know about you guys, but as I use shampoo and conditioner more and more, I feel like my hair gets used to them and then it doesn't work as well for me. So by the time I finished these up, I kind of wasn't into them anymore, but these were really good when my hair was much more damaged at keeping it hydrated and not having it feel so dry and brittle. So I recommend if you have color treated hair, I'm pretty sure these are sulfate free because I only really use sulfate free stuff on my color treated hair, but these were pretty good for the time that I was using them, but I'm really into my Function of Beauty ones right now instead. Another hair product that I used up is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. So this is the one where it's this charcoaly gray, scrubby shampoo that helps get kind of all the gunk off of your scalp. I am really prone to a dry, itchy scalp, especially when I've been using dry shampoo for too many days in a row. So this was really great to use once a week or once every other week, depending on how much product I put in my hair, to kind of get all the gunk off of my scalp and just make my scalp feel clean without it being like dry or potentially flaky. So this was just a little sample size of it that I got. I have another sample size that I'm going to use after I finish trying something else that's like a similar kind of product, but I would definitely repurchase this. I think this one is my last hair product, but this is the L'Oreal Everpure Frizz-Defy Conditioner. I'm still using up the shampoo from this one, but for some reason, no more of this conditioner will come out, and I just don't like it enough to like fight with the bottle every time I'm in the shower. I have a deep conditioner that I've just been using in replacement for this, but for some reason literally no more will come out, and I have like a solid amount left, so that's annoying. But it's one of their sulfate free shampoos. I generally have had good luck with this L'Oreal Everpure line. I know it's not necessarily the best for your hair, if I had to guess, as are most drugstore shampoos, but for what it is, it was pretty good. I liked it a lot more in the summer than I do now in the winter, because my hair just isn't as frizzy in the winter compared to the summer. But I think I got this from Influencer last year, or yeah, maybe last year. So I didn't purchase this myself, but I probably would not purchase it again, because like I said, I'm really into my Function of Beauty ones right now, and I just think they probably have better ingredients than this one anyway. Kind of a random personal hygiene product, but this is the Secret Invisible Solid in the Cool Water Lily scent. I bounce back and forth between the Cool Water Lily and the vanilla one, just because they're kind of like basic, relatively neutral scents that don't like conflict with my perfume or lotion or whatever else I put on for the day. This is my favorite deodorant. Yes, it has aluminum in it. Aluminum does not cause breast cancer, so I still use a deodorant with aluminum. I need the antiperspirant features that come with the aluminum because I'm a sweaty gal. So I really like this one. It's worked the best for me over the years. I think right now I'm using a vanilla one, but like I said, I flip back and forth, so inevitably I will repurchase this one again. Next up, I have two of these Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra Intensive Hydrating Serums. I got two of these in like sample size things over the years, and actually, out of all the Drunk Elephant products I've tried, which I've tried quite a few at this point because I've gotten a lot of samples of them, this was my favorite Drunk Elephant product I tried. It really was nicely hydrating, and I have oily skin, so I get a little nervous sometimes when using hydrating products because I don't want them to make me greasy or extra oily. So these were actually really nice. I didn't think they made me extra oily or any greasier than normal. I think they worked out really well for me. The only problem is this serum is just super, super expensive, and I don't know that I would spend the money on it because it wasn't like revolutionary or life-changing. It just was like a really nicely hydrating thing, and I used it in place of a moisturizer. And I have other moisturizers that are cheaper that I like just as much as this, so I don't know that I would buy it again. But if I did buy it again, I would use it as a moisturizer and not use a moisturizer in addition to this. My last kind of skincare product is this sample of the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protection Lotion. This is my favorite sunscreen. I actually have a full size in my little skincare cabinet right now. It's SPF 50, it's water resistant, you can use it on your face and body, and it's totally invisible. All true statements. It is super, super waterproof. Like, I wore it on days when I would go out for a run and get really sweaty, and it wouldn't like drip into my eyes or like into my mouth or like all over my face when I would wear this. It really did stay put. Like, you actually had to take like a makeup remover or a cleanser to get this off, which I love. I don't want my sunscreen slipping around everywhere if I'm out in the sun and sweating, because inevitably if I'm out in the sun, I'm sweating. I haven't used this on my body because obviously I just had a little baby sample size, but I really, really liked this for my face and will continue to use it once I use up another little sample that I'm working through right now. Moving into makeup products, I have two just basic chapsticks. One of them is a candy cane scent and the other one is peaches and cream. I usually keep these like in my little backpack purse that I carry around with me just as like a basic chapstick for on the go. My lips are always dry and always chapped and I always need to have chapstick on me, so these are usually the ones that I just throw in my bag because they're small and compact and easy to carry around. Again, they're just basic chapstick, nothing too exciting about them, but I actually held on to two of them for long enough to use them entirely up, so wanted to mention them. Of course, I will repurchase this. I love the little ones, again, to throw in my bag. And then I did also use up a Blistex Soft and Lush chapstick. Again, just a basic drugstore chapstick for like during the day when I'm out on the go, just to throw in a bag or leave out on my counter or whatever. So again, just a basic chapstick. I'd probably repurchase just the plain chapsticks over this one because I didn't notice a drastic difference between this one and the chapstick, which is probably cheaper, but again, a good basic chapstick for every day. Next up, I do have one of these little mini Kat Von D tattoo liners. I definitely went through two of these in the period of time I've been saving these up, which has probably been since like May, so like the past 6 months. I just think I accidentally tossed one rather than putting it in this little bag, but this is one of my favorite liquid eyeliners. It's just super expensive for something I use almost every day. So I would repurchase it, but I am also on the hunt for a drugstore one that I like just as much. So it was good, but not like so much better than any of the drugstore ones that I would buy this over a drugstore one. Oh, one more chapstick. This is the Winky Lux. It was the little like rainbow one. I didn't actually use this one up. I opened it one day and the whole thing flew out. So while I was using it, it was cool because it was pH activated and was like a little tinted based on your lip color. I got this in a FabFitFun box, so luckily I didn't like explicitly pay for it, but while I used it, it was nice, but again, I probably wouldn't repurchase a tinted chapstick because if I'm gonna wear something like colorful on my lips, I usually go for like a lip gloss or an actual lipstick, not necessarily a chapstick. Moving on to the last few products, I have a few mascaras to go through. So this one is the Marc Jacobs Omega Lash Volumizing Mascara. Again, this is just a little sample size. I think this one must have been a little old because it was super, super dry. I don't know if that's just how the formula is, but I don't feel like it did anything for my lashes. I feel like I put it on my lashes and I didn't even notice a difference. So I don't know if it was just dried out or if the formula just didn't work for me, but regardless, I would not purchase this because I don't ever really purchase high-end mascaras. Again, if it's something I'm using every day and there's just as good options at the drugstore that are way cheaper, I usually go for a drugstore option. My favorite drugstore mascaras are the Maybelline Lash Sensational and the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, if you guys are curious. But next up, I have the Clinique High Impact Mascara. This is one of my favorite high-end mascaras. I get samples of these kind of all the time just through Sephora and whatever, but so anytime I get a sample of this, I love using it. It says high impact, but I would argue that it is more of like an everyday basic mascara. It doesn't make my lashes like crazy long or crazy voluminous, but I do like the way my lashes look when I wear it. And especially because I haven't been wearing that much makeup during like the whole pandemic, it is nice for just days that I'm gonna wear a little bit of mascara or a little bit of eyeliner and mascara. It's a really good option for that. Last up for mascaras is this Joa Lash Uprising Mascara. I also got this through an influencer Vox box. I really liked this one. Again, it's not my favorite from the drugstore. I would rather do that Maybelline one or the L'Oreal one, but it really did work well. I'll show you the wand on this one. It has a very similar wand to the Lash Paradise one. I just like that formula a little bit better. It was a little wet, which I prefer a drier mascara, but again, it was really good. I probably would repurchase it if I saw it and I was out of mascara, but again, I have my other favorites that I prefer. And then last but not least, I have my Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. This is my favorite eyebrow product, especially for days when I'm not doing like a full face of makeup. I have it in my eyebrows today. It's just really good to help even out your eyebrows and fill in some of the barer spots and just kind of have them shaped the way you want them so they're not like sticking up everywhere. But I really like it. It has little fibers and stuff in it as well. I have already repurchased this clearly because I'm using it in my brows today. But again, this is a really good product and I don't mind paying the high-end price for it because I really think it works for me. So those are all of the products that I've used up over the past 6 months while I've been here in Philly. Let me know what products you guys have used up. Do you like any of these products that I talked about? Do you hate any of these products that I've talked about? Let me know down below. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!